Welcome, everyone. All right, so we are going to get started. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashleigh Whitfield, and I live in Florida. I'm a yoga teacher. I've been teaching for about 8 years now. I teach vinyasa yoga, kundalini, and restorative yoga. So today, our flow is going to be kind of like a little blend of all of those things. Very much breath-based, which will help us tap into our parasympathetic nervous system and keep the positive vibes rolling for the rest of the weekend. Everyone's been automatically muted, so everyone can hear me. If you have any questions, feel free to type into the chat down below, and Shelly will be able to assist you with any of your questions throughout the flow. I will unmute everybody at the end of the workshop if you happen to have any questions. If you are moving and you have a question, write it down. Maybe that can help you remember it for the end of class. And showing yourself on your video is your choice. You do not have to show your video. And if you don't want to show your video, you can just click down at the bottom left, stop video, and your screen will not be visible to the group. Whoops, as I almost knocked my computer over. And this is a direct quote coming from the Girls Night In team. Please be generous with your teacher. Show them some love and support by sending them a virtual tip through Venmo at the end of class. Their Venmo link is in the chat and is also in the Girls Night on the Girls Night In website. Every dollar helps. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you wanna slide back to your yoga mat, we're gonna begin seated. If you have a blanket or a pillow or something like that that you wanna sit up on because it's just simply more comfortable, please feel free to be comfortable. Alrighty. So we're gonna start by sitting tall. You can come in with one leg out if that's more comfortable for you. You can sit on your shins if that's more comfortable. Not a mandatory seat. And begin to rub your hands together, creating a little bit of heat between them, beginning already to interface with your life force, your chi, your prana. And then take a big breath in. As you exhale, slow the hands down and then place them at the bottom of your ribs. Feeling the heat move into your skin, your abdomen there. And then begin a slow, even breath in and out from your nose. Feeling your chest and belly rising with your breath in and gently falling with the breath out. And as you settle into stillness with your breathing here, see if you can explore different areas with your breath, like into the underside of your armpits, up under your collarbones, maybe even into the upper part of your upper back, filling all the space that you can. So we're beginning to awaken or stretch the breathing muscles from the inside out. Now that you feel a little rhythm starting to set in here, bring your hands down to your belly button. You can lay one over the other. Try to soften your shoulders so there's no other tension. And then as you exhale, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me if you're a visual person. As you exhale, you're going to begin to actively draw your belly back when you're empty. After you're empty, notice what that feels like, and then you'll release that and take a full breath in. Belly expands out with the inhale, and then exhale, you'll empty. And at the bottom of the breath, pull the belly back like you were tightening a drawstring or tight pants. Release it, and then inhale. Exhale, actively drawing the belly button back. Release, breathe in. Exhale, pull the belly back. Release, breathe in for the final round seated. Exhale. Pull it back and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Set your hands on the ground. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. You take a moment here to notice what you're feeling already. Maybe there's already been a shift in the nature of your thoughts or the way your physical body feels. Okay, we're going to continue. Go ahead and slide on down to your back. Okay, bring your hands right back to your belly. Going right back into that little mild contraction as you exhale. Both hands here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, empty. Pull your belly button down. Feel all the air escape. Release the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Navel draws down. Hold. Release. Big inhale. And a relaxing exhale. All right, so that's the gist. You're going to be hearing me throughout the flow ask you to draw your belly back. And this is just another way to have a better understanding of our body's energy as we move and breathe with awareness. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side to kind of wake everything up along the back body. And then bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, press your knees away. Your back is going to arch a little bit here. And then with the control of your abdominals, exhale, navel down as you pull your knees back in. Inhale, send them away. Exhale, draw them back in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Twice more. All right, this time relax your arms by your sides and send both feet up towards the ceiling. Take a moment here, roll your ankles around. Kind of alternate pointing and flexing. Okay, continuing to work with action at the navel. Legs stay together. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, arms down as you bend your knees and pull your navel back down towards the floor. Inhale, sweep the legs up, arms overhead. Exhale, navel down, knees in, arms down. 3 more at your own pace. Last one. And exhale. Hug it in. Take a moment. Reclaim a natural breath in and out from the nose. No contraction as you exhale. So the energetics at the navel are those that help us commit. This region of our body is our power center. It helps us to set our eye on a goal and move in that direction. It's our willpower. Again, it's our confidence. It's our commitment. So we're going to continue to stoke this fire here. We're going to come over to hands and knees. So if you'd like, rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. And then come all the way over to tabletop. All right, so we're honing in strong, capable energy at the center of the body. Hands spread wide underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. For now, we're going to begin with an exhale. So as you exhale, you're going to pull your belly button up towards the sky. Head looks in towards the belly. Push through your hands and your feet. Inhale, arch your back, dropping your belly down. Untuck your toes and push into the tops of your feet. Lift through your collarbones. Tuck your toes, exhale, belly pulls up. as you look in, rounding. Inhale, flatten the feet, arch the back. Exhale, press and round. One more here, cat-cow, dropping the belly. Curl the toes, exhale, round. Coming back to center. All right, moving into some stability. Pull in through your low belly, not so much that you cannot breathe, but just enough to feel length in the lower back and stability in that space. Tuck your right toes under and extend the left leg back, pointing your toes and kneecap down towards the floor. Leg does not have to lift very high. If you want more here, you're going to stretch your right arm forward and think about pulling your left leg towards your right arm as you get longer from hips to armpits. We're steady for 4 more breaths. Keep pulling in through your low belly like you were tightening tight jeans around your waist. And adding some movement. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale, right elbow to left knee round. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthening. Contracting. Twice more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Set your hand down, then your knee down. Press your hips back for a child's pose to rest. When your forehead comes down, bring your hands back by your feet and roll your wrists here in circles. All right, coming back up to tabletop. Switching sides, pull in through the low belly. Knees can open out a little bit wider. And left toes stay tucked this time, right leg slides back. Your leg does not have to lift very high. Keep pulling in very firm and confident through the core. Left arm forward if you want extra balance. Squeeze the left bicep to the right inner thigh, hugging the midline for 3 more breaths. And add the movement. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, round as you hug in. Inhale. Navel action. Exhale, navel pulls up towards the spine. Twice more. Hand comes back, knee comes back. Your choice, child's pose or your first downward facing dog. Take a second, if you'd like, pedal out through your heels. Give your head a shake, yes. Head a shake, no. If you're in child's pose, continue to roll your wrists around. All right, bend your knees. Come up high onto your tippy toes and keep your hips high as you walk forward towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, keep your knees bent so your chest is going to lift away from the thighs. Knees stay bent as you fold over your legs, giving your head a little shake at the bottom. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold in. Rise to stand, sweep up. My head might get cut off in the camera. Exhale, hands down through the heart. We're going to move through a half sun salutation, continuing to activate the navel like we have been. So as you're exhaling, you're going to be pulling your belly back, again, like you were closing tighter pants, alrighty? Feeling your feet against the floor. And from that awareness, let your attention drift up your body, like your mind's eye was traveling up the core lines of the body all the way to the top of your head. Take breath there. With strong legs, hug them towards each other and then sweep your arms overhead. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, your belly button pulls back as you fold. Bend your knees as you fold down, relaxing the shoulders and the head at the bottom. Inhale, lift halfway, bring your hands to your shins, stretch away from the legs. Back is flat, belly pulls in as you exhale and fold again. Standing up, push the ground away. Inhale, reach. Hands down through the heart, exhale. Another breath here, standing to connect with subtle sensation. We're going to do that same sequence again. Reaching up, inhale. Activate your belly, pull it back as you fold. Inhale, lift halfway, expand. Exhale, belly pulls in and fold. Come all the way back to standing, reach up. I'm gonna kneel so you can see me. You're gonna grab your right wrist at the top and lean over to the left side. Little side stretch. Next breath in, come back to center and change your grip, grabbing the left wrist. Exhale to the right. Inhale, sweep up. You're still standing. Here I go. And fold forward. Exhale, belly back as you fold. Halfway lift. Offer the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a lot so that you can put your hands down. And then walk your feet back towards downward dog. Full breath in. And full breath out. Put your knees down on the floor. And then step your right foot forward between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Ideally, your front knee is stacked directly over your ankle. Maybe just a slightly in front, so you're getting a nice stretch in the front of your left leg. Right hand stays at the hip, left arm comes up and over. Inhale as you get longer. Then exhale, once again, a little side stretch to the right to feel the hip flexors and the left side body. Another breath in. Okay, coming back to center, inhale, sweep up, right arm rises. Exhale, put your hands down. And then scoot your left knee back. Hands can come inside the leg if that's more comfortable or if you have more space there. And then you're walking your right leg to be straight or as straight as possible. It's okay if it doesn't go all the way. Push like you're stepping on the gas with your right foot and then get long at your waist. You're trying to rise out of the hips. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, fold forward. All right, big breath in. This is kind of a funny transition. You're gonna plant your left hand and swing your right leg all the way back around. And then step your left foot over to the left a little bit more. Roll your right shoulder back, and there you are in a little side plank. Right arm, take a big sweep overhead, inhale. Down in front as you exhale. Arm reaches up and over, inhale. Exhale, down in front. And last one, big inhale. Exhale, right hand comes back to the ground, turn so that your knees come back to the floor. Here we are again for cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Navel pulls up and in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Finding neutral, stepping the left foot forward your way. Finding low lunge, knee over ankle, pulling belly back so there's stability. So when we're loose in this region, meaning like we're not active, we tend to want to rock or wobble side to side. So the moment that we hug everything into the middle, things get a little bit more sturdy. Your left hand's going to stay at the hip, right arm rises up, push down into your feet as you reach. Then exhale, a little side bend to the left, go as far as comfortable. Big breath in, big breath out. And rising up, left arm to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands come on down. Scoot the right knee back and then track the hip back towards a straight left leg. Push through the big toe mound like you again were stepping on the gas, or in this case, the clutch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Pause where your body says, this is good. No need to force to go deeper. Ultimately, when we meet ourselves where we are, things become a little bit easier without the need to push from a place of ego or, again, force. When we meet ourselves lovingly, we're able to soften. We're able to be more receptive to our surroundings and others in our lives. And ultimately, we're more generous, we're more kind. All right, here we go. Lift your chest, ground your right hand, Left hand is going to come off the mat to move the left leg all the way back for the modified side plank. You could stay like this with your right foot directly behind the knee, or if you open it to the right side, that can feel a little bit more stabilizing. Fingertips or whole palm, that's up to you. Sweep the left arm up and overhead. Feel the left side ribs get broad. Exhale, take the arm down and front. Sweep up and over. Inhale. And exhale down. Last one. And down and front. Swivel back to hands and knees. And move into a child's pose. Softening here. Coming back into your breathing. Begin now to lengthen your exhales. Let's say your inhale takes 3 counts. Your exhale should take 4 or 5 counts. Explore that now. Okay, 2 more breaths here, lengthening the exhales. Slowly begin to roll up, swing your legs around in front, and you're going to come back down to your back. We've got a few more little core exercises to continue to stoke the fire at the navel. So along with the energetics of confidence and willpower and commitment, the digestive system is very near the navel, obviously, and the digestive system actually requires fire. It actually requires heat to help things break down, metabolize, to be absorbed. So by activating your navel or your center this way, just as much as we've done today, just a little bit of breathing and sweet contraction, things will start to move. So I'm not going to go and say it's going to be totally detoxifying, but I will say that you will have better awareness of this area, which should help you be more confident, again, be more clear-headed, and also physically feeling clear, connected. So that's what we're going for, especially in these uncertain times. We want to stay connected to what we know, and that's ourselves. We know ourselves. We know how we function in the world. From this lying down position, feet on the floor, knees bent, arms by your sides. Actually, let's have you bend your elbows and roll your shoulders towards the floor. So think about pressing the back of your arms down into the mat, not your head. Pull your belly button down towards the floor. You're going to notice that your glutes ignite when you do that. Maintain that action as you lift your hips up towards the sky, keeping your gaze up to the ceiling. And then from the top of your spine, shoulders, roll down one bone at a time until your tailbone meets the floor again. Push into your arms and your feet. Inhale, lift. Keep lifting up through your chest and your hips. Exhale, slowly roll down from top to bottom. Okay, breathing in, slowly lift without forcing. Exhale, slowly lower. Alrighty, this time you're gonna lift your hips and stay elevated there. You might have to shimmy your arm bones in a little bit closer together to make it more stable. And then walk your heels back just a little bit and then pop up onto your tippy toes. Pull your belly button down and squeeze your glutes, squeezing the entire back body. And then heel taps. You're going to tap your heels down but keep your hips lifted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heels stay down, lower the hips slowly, and pause. Place your hands on your belly, big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Draw your navel down, hold empty. Release your contraction, big breath in. Exhale, navel. All the way empty, hold for 4, 3, 2, release. Inhale. Exhale. Activate your navel, draw it down towards the earth, hold, 4, 3, 2, and release. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale. All right, we're gonna end it with one last little core exercise. And this one is very dependent on breathing. So there's gonna be a place where I'm gonna ask you to hold your breath full and then lift your head. When you lift, try not to exhale. You're gonna exhale once you're lifted and try to lift a little bit higher, and I'll show you what that looks like. So start by bringing your feet and ankles, knees together. Interlace your hands and take your hands behind your head. Your elbows do not have to be on the ground. In fact, I'd prefer they kind of come towards your face. I'm gonna sit up for just a moment. You wanna maintain the space between your chin and your chest. So we don't wanna do this in the core. We wanna try to keep some space here so that the back of your neck is also long. With your hands interlaced and your elbows in a comfortable place, draw your belly button down and then start to lift your feet off the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this level 1. Heels stay in towards the hips with the thighs being vertical. As your thighs move closer to you, it's going to be easier. That may be your choice to make it easier. Please do what your body is asking you to do. Thighs vertical will be more challenging. Another level up here would be to take your shins to be parallel to the sky. Keeping that with your thighs vertical and shins parallel will be our hardest level. We're gonna go ahead and start with the breathing. Okay, so with your head and shoulders down, elbows are relatively relaxed, legs squeezing in. Take a big breath in and hold your breath full. Then you're gonna hold and lift your head up. Once you're lifted, then exhale and try to lift higher. Once you're empty, you'll then inhale and lower all the way down. So you're inhaling to fill up and hold. Once you're full, lift and then try to lift higher as you exhale. Inhale, slowly set the head and shoulders down. Squeeze, hold your breath, lift, and then exhale, lift higher, draw your navel down. Inhale, slowly lowering, hold, full. Squeeze and lift. Exhale, lift higher. Inhale, slowly lower down. Hold, full. Squeeze your legs. Lift. Exhale, lift higher. Inhale, slowly lower down. We're going to do one more after this. Squeeze your legs, hold, full. Lift. And then lift higher. Pull your belly down. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Set your feet down. Keep your knees bent. Hands to the belly. Physically touching this space of extreme power and strength within you. Doing work like this where we challenge ourselves highlights our capacity to do challenging things. So as often as you can, challenge yourself in a way that feels successful so that you are reminded just how strong and capable you are. To end our session today, we're going to stay on our backs here with the hands resting on the navel. Extend your legs out long. If you do need to kind of like twist to move through anything in your lower back, please take the time now to kind of twist and get settled for a few moments of rest. Traditionally in yoga, we rest after the physical practice. This helps us to learn how to rest when we are not on our yoga mats. Keeping your hands on your belly, feeling anything that is present currently. Any emotions, any thoughts, any physical signals. And before we completely rest, we're going to integrate a silent mantra. The next few rounds, as you exhale, silently think to yourself, Om. And we typically chant that sound with 3 letters, so A-U-M. So we start I'll demonstrate. So you're going to be inhaling. And then silently to yourself, you'll hear, Om. Until you're empty. Fill up again, inhale. And as you exhale, you'll silently hear. One more time with my voice. Inhale to full. Then do 2 more breaths at your pace, hearing the sound Om emanating from within you, vibrating and arising without force. After your second exhale, hearing the sound of Om, you may leave your hands on your body as a symbol of support, love, reverence for yourself. Or you're welcome to take your hands off your body as a symbol of receptivity, or the act of calling in a certain type of energy that you can benefit from. And after a few moments here on your back, I'll call you back to close practice. This is your time to rest. As you lie still here, observe your inner dialogue, the nature of your thoughts, any physical sensation, and then you'll start to deepen your breathing again, coming back awake, alive. And as your breath deepens, start to wiggle your feet, your hands. Taking a big breath as you stretch your arms overhead like you were first waking up in the morning. And then drawing the right knee in, roll that ankle. And then drawing the left knee in, rolling that ankle. And then turn over to your left side and pause there. You might slide your bicep under your head to make a little pillow. And then come back up to a comfortable seat with a soft gaze. Eyes can be closed if you'd like. And as you come back to this seat, acknowledge that this is not a normal seat. This actually requires quite a bit of effort. It requires quite a bit of awareness, and there may be some discomfort. That's okay. Just doing what you can to be as comfortable as possible. And let's end today by placing our hands over our heart, one and then the other, feeling the weight and the warmth of the hands resting. Again, as a symbol of endearment, symbol of reverence for yourself. Feeling the breath moving inside of you. Maybe there's a different sense of clarity or aliveness about you today. And as you sit, decide if there's a certain type of energy that you would, in fact, like to call into your day. Energy of organization, energy of productivity, energy of rest. It's okay to do less these days. It's going to be hard because we are so focused on productivity, but it's okay. Right now, things are very different for all of us. Ultimately, my advice is continue to show up in your movement practices, whether it be walking outside or yoga, Pilates, HIIT, whatever it is. Continue to do that for yourself, because when you lean into what feels good for you, you are more generous, you are more kind. And then that spills over out into the world. You are able to offer that outwardly once you give it to yourself first. I thank you all for being here today. It was lovely connecting with you virtually. And thank you again for your presence. Much love and light. Namaste.
Thank you for everyone this morning to coming to Girls Night In online. Please consider leaving a tip for Ashleigh and her Venmo account, which is Ashleigh-Whitfield, code 6148. It is also online. And I'm going to unmute you so you can all say goodbye to Ashleigh.